Hey everyone, Nick Engvall here. Before we get into today's episode, I want to tell you about some of the people that make the sneaker history community and this podcast possible. It's more important than ever to think about who you give your money to when you're buying clothing to go with your kicks. Our friends at Guilty Goods started their brand with a goal of giving back, especially to the communities that make sneaker culture possible. With every purchase from Guilty Goods, at least 10% of the proceeds are donated to organizations like Big Brothers and Big Sisters, the Susan G. Komen Foundation, the Movement for Black Lives, and many more. You can save 30% on your order by using the code HISTORY at guiltygoods.us. Again, that's history at guiltygoods.us for 30% off, and you can feel good about your purchase knowing you're supporting a meaningful cause. Sneakers are all about presentation, and if you're like me, displaying your kicks at home or in the office is just as important as when they're on your feet. Sneaker Throne makes sneaker display cases featuring customizable LED lights, drop-side cases to showcase the entire side of the shoe, not just the heel or the toe, the whole shoe. They've also got display cases for trading card collectors and hat collectors. To me, it's the perfect way to display your collection. You can save at least 10% on your Sneaker Throne order by using the code HISTORY at sneakerthrone.com. That's history at sneakerthrone.com. If you're a Patreon supporter or a member of our Discord community, you already know about Kicks with V hot sauce and his small batch, locally sourced hot sauce. V has been one of the biggest supporters of sneaker history and the podcast since the early days. He's currently the defending champion in our community trivia nights competition. Kicks with V hot sauce has been a huge hit with the community. You can save 10% on your order by using the code SneakerHistory10 at kickswithvhots.com. That's SneakerHistory10 at kickswithvhots.com. Now, you're probably here because you like sneakers, and if you join the Discord, you know our community is about so much more than that. Whether it's the marathon-like community calls, trivia night debates, the in-person meetups, or just sharing our favorite experiences, we found that although we have such different backgrounds, we all have some unexpected shared passions. Not only does the entire community look out for each other when it comes to releases, we're like a support group for life in general. You can join the Discord community for free by heading to the show notes of this episode. After you're done listening to this episode, tell someone you like their kicks today. You never know how far a simple compliment can take you, and we all know how good it feels to have someone show their appreciation. Now let's get into today's episode. What up, what up? Welcome back to the Sneaker History Podcast. Hey, before we get into this episode, I wanted to tell you about a couple of our partners. These are some of the folks that help us keep the podcast going, and they've been nice enough to offer some exclusive discounts for our listeners. Now, if you've watched us on YouTube, you all know how we love to display our kicks when we're not rocking them. Sneaker Throne makes sneaker display cases featuring customizable LED lights, drop-side cases to showcase your entire shoe, not just the heel, not just the toe, shoe trees, a number of other sneaker-related accessories. You can save 10% on your Sneaker Throne order by using the code HISTORY. You can find a link to Sneaker Throne in the description, or you can just head to sneakerhistory.com/sneakerthrone and it will send you directly to their site. Again, that's 10% off with the code HISTORY. Our friends at Prospect are the premier streetwear brand and sneaker boutique based in sunny San Diego, California. One of my favorite places. Prospect is not your typical hypebeast haven, though. They carry classic footwear from brands like Asics, New Balance, Puma, Saucony, as well as local and globally known streetwear brands like Belief, Illust, Rottweiler, Stussy, and many others. Not to mention their own Prospect label and the iconic Just a Kid from Dago collection. If you're a listener of the podcast, you can save 10% on all of your orders from Prospect through their website with the code HISTORY10. That's promo code HISTORY10 at PRSPCTSD.com. If you or someone you know is interested in sponsoring the podcast or becoming a partner with our community, get in touch with us. You can reach us by email at podcast@sneakerhistory.com, and we'll get back to you with information about how we can partner. And now for today's episode.
Jordan trying to shake off Starks. Oh, what a move!
LeBron James with no regard for human life. 12 seconds. Bryant for the win.
Iverson against Gill, the crowd on its feet. Allen for the win.
Welcome to the Sneaker History Podcast.
Howdy, everybody, and welcome to an episode of the Sneaker History Podcast, the latest and greatest episode, in fact. I'm Robbie, chilling here with my guy Mike.
What's up?
Hope everybody's having a great afternoon, morning, evening, late night, brunch, whenever you're listening to this. Hope you're having a good one, because we have a good one here for you. I don't think we have any new reviews, though. Now that I think about it,
Oh, no.
do we have? I don't think we have anything new. I think we're going to have to just hold off for an episode.
Sad day.
Very sad. unlike Mike's pink polo, which is kind of giving me together. We're very springy and very, I guess we're in the middle of summer now, technically, but bright colors. This matches what I've been wearing recently. So this kind of has a purpose for wearing this sweater. What did you rock today? Anything that matches the pink?
No, not really actually. So this is half of my work attire. So as you
Okay.
work from home, got polo, but I have shorts on. So long day, I didn't get a chance to change, but I just got done walking around with the baby, just trying to get her, calm for the evening outside. Just took a stroll and just broke out the Ultra Boost 21s. They kind of match, not on brand because it's definitely a Nike shirt, but the pink and the greens match those bright hues. So that's what I rock today, man.
I'm just going to ignore the black check on your arm.
That's what I'm saying. Just ignore that. But
the pink and yellow is a good look together.
Right? We just don't talk about the brand, mashing together, not meshing because they don't mesh.
Well, according to Kanye, you can do it. So,
in that case, I'm golden.
if he can wear his foam runners and a pair of black Nike socks, I think you can wear a polo shirt and some Ultra Boosts.
I mean, it is a work shirt, so I didn't really have an option of like what brand it was. So that's my excuse.
Do what you got to do. I've actually been rocking what matches my shirt, the UNC Quattros.
Nice.
What's funny is that we were dyeing shirts at Rowett's baby shower yesterday.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you can see the spots there, but
your
boy wore these one time and got dye all over him.
Hey,
it's okay though.
Hobby.
It's more motivation to actually wear them. Like these are no longer going to be babied. I cut the tag off the ugly part of the tag, trying to get the sun here. There we go.
There you go.
Yeah,
no, it looks good, man. I think you did a good job cutting the spots. I mean, it is what it is. Just wear them now. Now you literally have zero excuses not to beat them into the ground.
I'm going to a Modest Mouse concert outdoors next month. Be wearing these.
Game
but
time. Great
shoe, man. I mean, like, what's funny is 4s can be hit or miss, I think, with how they fit on your foot and if they're actually comfortable to wear. I like wearing them. And I don't know about you. I think, tell me after I say this, I can only wear Jordans now as an adult if they're tied tight. Like, I have to, like, lace my shit, like, thoroughly. Do you rock it loose or do you rock tight?
I think I tie them all now. I was sitting there thinking, like, back in the day, I used to be all loosey-goosey with my Jordans. Now I'll tie them up like an adult. I'm like, what does the world come to?
It's not just like the look of it. I feel like I get blisters and they don't really.
Yeah, they don't slip. Right. I'm more secure. I can wear them longer.
I definitely lace my 11s up and my 4s like I'm about to go play. Like,
tight.
Loop, swoop, pool. But no, great rock. We're going to talk more about that Ultra Boost because I break my Ultra Boost out only in the summertime, and I see you wore yours. So we'll get to talking about Ultra Boost more. I wanted to talk about, and I'll get started as I start this conversation. Since it's just the two of us today, I kind of wanted to just go through an extended, like, let's just say cop-in or shoes to have come in. What's around the house from both of us recently. So without Nick and Rowe, I figured, hey, let's take this time to dive a little deeper. I'm looking at here as I open up this closet. Yeah. But the Sneaker History podcast version. Yeah. So we got to remember we do have audio listeners, and this is not all visual. We do like it if you go to YouTube and watch this. That's awesome. But please also listen, watch, however you want to do it, because you need to check these shoes out. These are the Cloud Boom Echo by On. And like I said when I got them, I'm not fast enough for these shoes. It's like I'm too drunk to taste this chicken. For the late great Colonel Sanders, I'm too slow to feel these shoes. To fill these shoes, I should probably say. I'm too slow to fill these shoes.
Dude, it's a track spike. I didn't realize the shape of it was so aggressive when you showed the picture originally to us.
Man.
That thing's like a track spike the way it's aggressively curved up, and you lost 12 seconds on your run immediately.
This is the marathon offering. So this is supposed to be the rival or, comp to the Zoom X Vapor 14 trillion 92% version 18. This is actually a version 2 of the Cloud Boom. So there's the Cloud Boom, let's call it 1 for intensive purposes. This is the Echo, aka 2. But what I found interesting and kind of like cute in terms of like shoe marketing is they describe it as like outrunning your Echo or outrun your Echo. And I was like, that's like somebody else must have had Shadow, right? Or else they would have called this the Shadow or something. I'm like, okay, Echo works. It's a stretch, but I like it. It sounds cool.
Great marketing, man.
It's great marketing, man. The entire shoe is based around great marketing. So the Cloud Tech are these little windows. I've talked about them in the past. But what makes these more of like a modern day competitive shoe, and like you already noted, the swoop here, the 9mm drop you have from heel to toe, from heel to toe, it's all based around a spring plate. So like any modern quick running shoe, there's like a carbon fiber plate in here to help lift you forward. I'm at a commission still, so I haven't been able to wear them yet. But the first Cloud Boom I really enjoy wearing. I'll wear those when I do like a 5, 10K. I'm not fast enough or disciplined enough to do more than a 10K. So like no marathons will be had anytime soon, maybe one day. But the Echo is a shoe I'm really interested to actually get to wear sooner than later. I got about another 2 weeks of no running on my leg, and I'll be good. But
that's a fantastic looking. Oh, my dog is freaking out now.
The dog agrees. He's like, "Where's the black pair? Where's another color?"
He's like, "Give me something else." Oh man. So no, I think that's a fantastic pair. On's been making some great stuff. I need to get back out running again. And every time I see you break open a box from On, I think like, man, I'm really I need to try them out first off, and then I need to get back outside and get on the pavement. So no, good stuff. I think when you're healed, you're going to enjoy that.
What have you been having around your layer?
Around my layer, nonsense. No. So this one is like, I'm really happy about this one. Dude, I had never owned a Jordan 13. What did they come out in 97, 98, around that time frame? I remember seeing kids have them. I was like, man, it's a dope shoe. But it's just one of the ones I just never picked up. Even when they were sitting around, cheap prices, I just found myself buying something different. Finally decided to pull the trigger, and I have to say, besides the colorway, I am a Rockets fan, and hot take, this is better than the Blue Flint to me. But this is so comfortable, dude. I have put this on literally every chance I have like to go somewhere. I'm throwing these on. They're sitting by the door. The boxes, first of all, came with too many destroyed, whatever. But these only see the box. So, dude, this is fantastic. I love this 13.
Is it just me, or have you been noticing a lot more posts of shoes being destroyed, like the boxes being destroyed?
Oh, dude, someone's just like curb stomping it.
It's crazy. I feel like there's definitely been an uptick in the past 6 months. The shoes getting, I've had a couple pairs not come like wrecked or demolished, but there's like little things where I question if a resale platform would accept it as new box. It's like, man, why you gotta do that to me?
Yeah. Well, it was like, I just, in my thought, was like, if I sent this box over this way, would they get rejected?
Exactly.
I feel like everyone has the same thought, but I'm like, how are they getting this way? Are they just being this careless at the facility where they just like stomping everything out? So
it's not just about the box and like resale value. It's about what Mike has going on behind him. Like if your shoes come in a damaged box, you can't stack them correctly. Like your stacks are going to be crooked.
All sorts of nonsense. Here it is. I mean, I'll pull it up for you. I mean, what is that?
That is now relegated to the top of every pile because it cannot support any weight.
I looked at that box. I'm like, what? Who just had their way with my box? It looks like someone tried to play the accordion with it.
Fucking up. But that shoe is not a fuck up. Like I have to admit, and I posted Amigos picture earlier on Sneaker History of them wearing GRs with Soulja Boy. It's like, GR Jordans rock. I mean, it's like
they do when
they're done well. It's like there's a reason why Jordans are so beloved. There's like any brand, there's duds, but everybody releases duds. But the good stuff is still really good. Those red flints or whatever you want to call them, the Kevin Martin.
Yeah, like whatever name people have for them, Jim Reds, red flints, done well. I just hate it because when you get a good one like this, is the bar set too high? Like now I'm looking at all these other 13s, like the Royals in black you have, that starfish color. I'm like, oh, I wonder if they're just as good. But I feel like if I pull that trigger, I will be disappointed when they show up in hand.
The black and Royals are just as good. I am also curious about the starfish pair. I've gone back and looked at those a couple times. Like, I don't need a third pair right now, but I like them. They're good.
Like if the price is right, we'll come back.
I say a third pair. This next pair is a third. This is now the third Answer 4 I have. They're so shiny you can't even like really.
Yo, those things are white.
Got a blind from them, but that's why it's cool. They're really not that white. They're more like cream. There's white aspects. So on the normally reflective portion here, it's pure white, but it's more of like a cream. Yeah. This is the Braun 56 Answer 4 by Reebok collaboration.
I love the subtle details they put on there.
The dice. I mean, I'm from Vegas. So the dice was a cool touch, and the dice it actually came with like physical dice, 6 of them.
Oh, dope, bro!
Yeah, I think displayed them on the shelf. I'm like, those are actually not going in the box. I like that a lot.
That's it.
But this is just like a really clean, and I don't know enough about Bronze 56. I know it's a skate shop or a brand in New York. They have this like Microsoft logo going on, like Microsoft Windows like 98 logo. Probably better like this. It's so cool. It's stupid,
very dope,
but it's awesome. It's like everything's so nostalgic nowadays. Everything's so retro, and this is like a retro with a retro logo with some like retro kind of nicks.
What's the insole having it? Because Reebok's been killing it with the collaborations in their insoles. Always telling the story.
It's just actually the same logo as here.
Okay.
Which isn't a bad thing. It looks really clean. Yeah. But yeah, the Answer 4 Bronze 56, man, this is a really clean shoe.
Not that one.
I don't know. You never see the bottom, but I like how it's all kind of white going through the midfoot or forefoot. And of course, only the strong survive as usual. Okay. But Vegas, man, being a Vegas kid, having dice, I was like, that's sick. These are cool.
Those didn't get enough looks, I don't think, man. I know when we got the info from it, all of the marketing stuff when we posted some pictures, but I feel like those didn't get enough eyes on because those are clean in hand. Like I didn't see those in person, but that's a slick looking shoe, man. That's like the dress shoe version of the Answer 4. You could throw that on with like a nice a linen summer suit. You're going to get your mimosas, Robbie, in Portland. What's up?
Hey, if I do one thing right, it's brunch.
There you go.
Also, I have to, speaking of Portland, I do have to give a shout out to the homie in the brand Feed the Soul. He does little drops. He's actually got Kyrie to wear it before. I think Andre 3000 too. Really, because it's great stuff. I'm not gonna lie, it fits me. Sleeves can be hard sometimes, and they fit perfectly. A good dye. Feed the Soul. Check it out. Really good Iverson stuff. So I know, Mike. I know you're a big. You have a lot of Iverson stuff. You're a big have a lot of Iversons. But he has a lot of Iverson inspiration. This is from like his essential line. This is really clean though. Like I'm not gonna lie, I bought more expensive hoodies from designers or sweatshirts, and they don't fit this well, and they don't. So it's just it
looks like it's tapered very well. Like it looks good. I like that.
Find good quality, find it.
There you go.
What's up next from you?
All right. Well, I'm going to follow suit in the Bot Boy gang. Boom. The Power Ranger questions. I mean, I guess I got to show both to get the full effect because you got the mismatched toes, good old Megazord style. I mean, I love this shoe. I wore it one time, and I kind of don't want to wear it anymore because I just think it was done so well. Like, there's a comic shop near where we live, and they always have some of the cast from the show who would show up and like do signings. And I think my next goal is to have as many of them sign these shoes as possible and keep them in glass case.
Do you ever, when you lace them up, do you say back to action?
funny you said it because in the review I definitely stuck that in there at some point. But dude, well, talk about the insoles. Oh, the glues I wore them and it got warm. But look at this, man. Like all the way in there, you're getting everything, man. I know people are like, these are definitely made for a select group of people. I won't say they're made for everybody, but for those people like me, I mean, this just all little 7-year-old nerd dreams come true. I mean, look, there's even more like things on the freaking Strobel, man. Like, it's just so much. It's done so well. I mean, the box. I don't even want to pull the box out because it's just too big. But the box, you get all 6 shoes. You can construct the original Megazord. I mean, I can nerd out on that all day. But it's just one of those things. Is like, hey, it may not be the the fragment or whatever. This collaboration is what something I'm looking for. This is something that just made me legitimately happy because I could get burned down on shoes a lot of times. Excuse me, but this is a shoe that Reebok sent over. Legitimately, like, made me feel like that kid and that genuine just love for sneakers. So always shout out to Reebok for sending the dope stuff over. But I don't know, man. This is out of the ones I'm showing, is probably my favorite one.
I couldn't tell you the last time I saw something printed on a Strobel. That is a cool, because I mean, if you have a really cool insole, it's nice to put something on the Strobel because you want to pull them out like you just did and like show them off. It's like, oh, check out this added detail. Bam.
Yep.
That's really cool. So speaking of details, the detail on this next shoe, I'm reaching for it with this arm, is very obvious detail, but very effective detail. We actually have here the Dame 7 opponent advisory. We all know parental advisory, Ice Cube, Ice-T, Twisted Sister. You know, that good old 80s. The music is making my kids little Satan worshipers type stuff. So playing off of that, and Dame Lillard being a rapper, Adidas Basketball very smartly dropped this opponent advisory. And it's just so smart because Dame has the bravado, obviously, to do this. Like, Dame time, you got to have like he's confident. He's confident in himself, as he should be.
Yep.
To have that and perfectly play it with his musical side, I think was it's a black fucking shoe with some words printed on the side, but it's just so effective when you know his story. And here's another little part. So the Dame 7 has on the inside. It's kind of hard to read here with the light, but it has Dalla, the name of his album, EXT/play. So like extra play. It's just like it all feels like an album. Like,
that's dope.
It's a really, really cool shoe, man. And it's like really affordable. It has lightning strike going on in there. There's no bounce. There's no boost, which isn't a bad thing.
Is it light strike or?
Yeah, it's light strike.
Okay.
But it's just like, it feels good. I'm still blown out right now, which everybody's been asking what I was wearing when that happened. It was the hardened step back, but it was not the step back's fault. It was my step back's fault. The hardened step back is fucking comfortable. I think it's the step back too. Stupid comfortable. Man, I'm not just saying that. Really, really comfortable.
No, dude, it's better than the not the inline, but the actual signature. Yeah. Like the main line, it's better than the main line.
Like that shoe, Adidas has a really good like heel lockdown. Like this Dame 7, it's funny. It's too bright when I don't want it to be too bright, and it's not bright enough, and I want to show you what's in here. But when you feel it, every basketball person, player, aficionado of basketball shoes knows what it feels like when you have a good like latch feel in the back of your Achilles region to really help keep your heel in the back of the shoe. Yeah. But I really love that, and I thought this was a really cool take. Very fun shoe. Very, very fun shoe. It's so simple. It's just like you come to the court, play some, you're there for business. This is very business oriented basketball shoe.
And
So.
sometimes simple's best. Like we get so much of these over the top things. Sometimes going back to basics is the way to go, man.
Over the top, like a Megazord shoe, or you could just have like a rapper shoe.
Exactly over the top. Exactly. So like two of my shoes are kind of over the top. The first one's going to probably be the most toned down, the 13. So I mean, the next one I have is definitely been one of my grails for 10 years now. Maybe 10 years. Finally got my hands on it, and I don't give a crap if people think it's played out now or have no love for it. But the LeBron 8 low Miami Night, I felt like I kept telling everybody in the Discord, I feel like Thanos getting one of the Infinity Stones. This is one of the shoes I don't tie. We talk about not tying up shoes. LeBron's I can't tie because they're a little tight. But everything about this shoe, it just my little 2011 sneakerhead dreams came true when they showed up at my door. When I was able to find them for a really like stupid good price. Because again, people are so fickle in the sneaker world that they're like, "Oh, this isn't cool anymore. This was 10 years ago." I don't care. This is it. I mean, I feel like this is synonymous with the South Beach. Like they're one and the same to me. And there's no words to it. This will always be in a collection. It will never be gotten rid of. I don't care when a soul starts to fall apart years from now. It will still hang around just because it's one of those grails for me.
What's funny is you say like, "Oh, that's not you," but
yeah,
your story of other people saying that, "Oh, like that's like she's not cool anymore," but I still bought it trying to see if I could make like $100. So it's
don't tell nobody.
It's some dumb shit, but like I feel like I played myself not getting that shoe. I really wish I did, but I don't wear a lot of pink polos. Nothing wrong with that, Mike, but you're a very handsome dad. Pink polo makes sense. The kind of pink in the shoe, it completes the fit. I just don't I don't see much more room. And I already have the Sprites and the Solar Reds. There's just like, I don't have enough room. Plus the 2 retros of the 8 already. It's just like, there wasn't enough room at this time. But when you pulled that out, I was like, man, it is a beautiful shoe. It truly is just like a looker. And I know we said 3, but I literally was pulling out shoes and I just straight up forgot. These came in at a weird time. I was leaving the house and I just put them in the closet and I literally forgot I own them. I'm going to do a 1 second thing. They don't need a lot of conversation behind them.
I'm scared to see it.
No, this is the undefeated Air Force One.
The holes are fresh.
Man, I was with my friend this weekend and he had the Dunks on and they look cool. I still think these look better though.
Yeah,
I genuinely think these look better. Got them from Undefeated for retail. Very happy.
Oh, that's always a win. Retail. I'm always a fan of retail.
It's such a good looking freaking shoe, man. Like it's just
Are they
really,
cut
really
lower.
No,
the shape looks different than a typical Air Force One for some reason. It looks more streamlined and low profile, which I like.
I kind of see what you're talking about now, but no, I think it's right. Maybe because I got a bigger foot. You're not used to seeing. The proportions do look different. That's why. So retail world, ideally you have like a size 9 on the wall. That's like the best looking shoe proportionally.
Yeah.
As they get bigger or smaller, things get out of whack. But I don't know. They look right to me. But just I don't need to talk much about this. Just really, I literally forgot I had it. I was like, oh snap, those did come in.
Well, nice. I got one more that's not pictured because they're in UPS possession at this point. They should be here sometime this week. But I always like to buy one shoe for my birthday, and I pulled the trigger on something that I've been wanting for a better part of a year now. And that was
just save it. Don't ruin the surprise. Oh. You're gonna have a story about it too. I mean, you're gonna have a video about it too.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is for those generous folks who actually listen to the podcast. So you know what? I'll save it. They heard part of it, but I'm super excited when I get this shoe. I'm scared I'm going to destroy how much I'm going to wear.
It's a good one. You definitely picked a goodie. I'm not going to say an oldie because it's not that old.
Not that old.
But you picked a goodie.
Yeah,
we're kind of going to use that to segue into our shorter main topic. We're going to keep it a lighter episode today. Mike, go ahead and pull out the shoe you wore on your walk with your daughter earlier today. Go ahead and pull that shoe back up.
Yep. So, go break out this Ultra Boost guy here.
So, I have been in the market for another pair of Ultra Boosts. I'm going on vacation in September, and I was like, man, I'm going to wear those now stained Jordan 4s because They can now be worn wherever I want. They're forever ruined, but they're good. But then my second thought was I want a pair of Ultra Boosts. And I saw the Ultra Boost DNA, which is, to my eye, the original Ultra Boost, just renamed. There's the 21, which you have here. There's the 20, which was different, and the 19, which was also different. Very exaggerated cages, not the same exaggerated heel Mike's holding here with the 21. But it got me thinking, like, I'm still out here looking like, okay, I got to wear 1 to 2 pair of shoes for a week. I want one of those 2 to be an Ultra Boost because I know in the heart of hearts, it's like a top 5 most comfortable shoe ever to me. This, whatever variation it is. But I was like, who else is still wearing them or buying Ultra Boosts? Mike is wearing them also. But to our listeners, if you could help us out with a review, let us know the last time in the review you bought a pair of Ultra Boosts. Was it a new take like this? Was it a DNA or a V2? Was it like a V3 or a V4? Let's just go through all the numbers. When was the last time you got one? A boot? I was just realizing how many variations. There's like the laceless. There's like a chukka. There's
cageless.
Yeah, there's cageless. I forgot about the cageless. Yeah, uncaged. Yeah. So who's still out here buying Ultra Boosts? Because I am. I'm just not looking to pay full price. So I'm waiting for a sale.
Check out Adidas right now is a lot of the 21s, at least a lot of the well, they're all Parley, but they're all prime blue, but a lot of the Parley ones were like on sale for like 126.
I don't like the 21, man. I know you do. You like that?
You're gonna beat it.
I gotta like wearing it though. I'm specifically now looking for a pair of DNAs. The DNAs,
the Zebra good. DNAs, dude. I mean, I don't know how you feel about the Zebra Yeezy 350s, but uses that same kind of pattern on them. They're actually pretty sick.
There was that Luke Skywalker, or was it just an X-wing pair? I think it was this X-wing.
My brother has the X-wing pair. Dude, the print on the boost is insane.
I should have bought those. I feel like, damn it, dude. I thought they were corny at the time, and now when I think about it, I'm like, I would actually wear those. Like, I want to wear those. Damn it. But
I would say check. I know you're not a big fan of like the StockX and Goats, but I would say check. I always see on Goat. I always like to go find the cheapest shoe I can get my hands on. And a lot of things on there are pretty cheap when it comes to Ultra Boost and a lot of the colorways. Like remember the maroon that was like a Euro exclusive that retroed a couple like last year. They're dirt cheap on there right now. Same with the forest green pair.
Really I wonder how much Game of Thrones are.
I think it varies. I think there may be some that are more expensive than others. I still see them in stores sometimes, like cheap.
What?
Yeah, dude. Like I've seen the what's that? The blue one? I didn't watch Game of Thrones. You know that the White Walker one. Yeah, I saw a pair of those sitting around. They were like $90. They were just hanging around like a. What was I? Oh, the Foot Locker. The Foot Locker near our house.
Next time you're wandering around and you see a pair, if you ever see a pair, like, hey, you got a 13? What's up?
That's probably the only thing they have.
The 14's too big, but yeah, 13's ideal. But all right, we're gonna end on this because it's like ideal situations that we're never gonna see. So I'm trying to get to the Jordan 36. Lots of team-based or country-based colorways have been dropping online of the Jordan 36, and I believe Soul Savvy had recently like the PE colorway director of Jordan brand, and they did a little interview talking about PEs. And man, like, not to be like a grumpy old man, but like, I want to see these shoes in my hand. Like, I don't need to have every special edition. Jason Tatum definitely deserves to have his little Deuce, special edition colorways for his son, have that special relationship. But I'm looking here at a Luka 36 that's fire. A Jason Tatum.
It's releasing though, right? The Luka is releasing the way they're showing it looks like it's going to be releasing. I could be wrong.
I would be solving my own problem that I'm trying to state here if they do release. The Jason Tatum one is sick. It doesn't have anything to do with Celtics on it, so it's gorgeous. The Kia Nurse, gorgeous. The Ruri Hachimura, gorgeous. There's a China pair from like It's like root. No,
No, is it Gui?
Gao. Yeah, Gui.
Oh my god, his PEs are insane fire. The last 3 Jordans that have come out. If you go to any third party site to try to buy them, they're super expensive. But God, they're so good.
Alun. I can't. As his last.
I know exactly what you're talking about. His
like,
PEs are flames. Every last one of them.
It's like if Ronald McDonald had class, skill, and dare I say, sex appeal for a shoe and a clown. But it looks so good. And like looking at these photos, I think maybe they're just photoshopped for these thumbnails. I hope they're not. But like every Olympics, the 33 was the last time there was an Olympic year. No, it was 31. Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler was rocking. I was like, man, those USA 31s look sick.
Should have bought those. I slept
too, and I also think, man, I should have bought those. But like the Japan, China, Canada, US, they all look so cool. Like, please, Jordan Brand, make us worthy. Because like I skipped on the 35s. Part of me wishes I didn't, but I am super interested if any of these 36s come out. They have release dates on them. So I think you're right, because they do look like official photos. But like, this is the kind of stuff I want. Like, this is fire.
Well, dude, remember 2012 when they're really pushing a new Hyperdunk, the Hyperdunk 2012 for the Olympics? Remember they had the country packs? Dude, they had the USA. I think they had Japan, Brazil.
Germany.
I bought the Brazil. Yeah, Germany. I bought the Brazil pack, the big highlighter Volt pack with the like the gorge green swoosh on it. I love that. It didn't have to have any like. I didn't have to have the exact one that the players had, but the fact you gave me something pretty dang close, I was excited about that, dude. I still have that pair of shoes, and like I keep it on standby in my trunk if a game pops off. But why can't we? Hope they do the same thing with these Jordan 36s, because that would be so dope to be able to go through and like, hey, here's the spectrum of the teams wearing the Jordans. Go buy them.
What's frustrating to me is like we've had releases, like you said. I believe they did it in 2008. I believe they did it. I mean, they've done it with Hyperdunks periodically. It could be regional. It could be global with the Olympics. There's always a theme. But like with Jordan Brand, we've had a Zion release. We've had a Jason Tatum release. We've had Blake Griffin releases. We've had Luka releases. You know, they release. They come out. But what sucks is when like I don't need to have. I want the lemonade pairs Jason Tatum has, but if you were to release like a drink pack, think like Kyrie's cereal pack. If you were to do like a Jordan drink pack and just have each player wear them like once or twice, I then have the literal taste in my mouth of a player wearing something. It makes it feel like it's more special because I have a memory of seeing that player. And these are all fantastic players. Jason Tatum could go for 45 wearing a shoe from that pack. Zion could have a 20 and 20. I don't know. But like, we're not really afforded those opportunities when in the past Nike has really released good collections. I think of stuff like Paul George wearing Hyperdunks before he had his own line, and Kyrie wearing Hyperdunks. They were wearing like cooler, like they were like the Black History Month stuff, like that would release to the public, but they would rock. And it's like, well, I then want to go buy that Black History Month shoe because I saw Paul George wearing it. I'm speaking of the general.
It's back to the old school way of how we used to buy shoes. Like we saw someone on court wearing them. It's like, I got to try those out. And I mean, if we're speaking directly with the 36 in the Olympics, just for the sake of argument, I'm a sucker for all things Olympics because I love the country colored sneakers. And although the U.S. has lost 2 exhibition games so far, we won't talk about that. But I will buy them. Robbie, you sound like you will buy them. Like, give me something that has been on court that means something. And I'm going to try harder to buy that than fill in the blank collaboration, because this actually has like, I like the idea of where this is like, this has been used, or in this, this is actually something the players are playing in.
Like, the shoes are actually good. Give them to me.
Yeah. Like, let me have them.
I want to pay you.
Take my money. I'm begging you.
But I mean, we'll have to see how it works out. Cause looking at that closer, I do believe they actually will release. So that's cool to me. But let's end here, though.
36.
There's a whole bunch of shoes from one LeBron James. And I saw a really funny video with Chris Bosh, like playing with like, did you see that video of Chris Bosh playing with a little Space Jam toy, LeBron? So there's a whole, as you could probably guess, and if you have two eyes and a TV or a phone, Space Jam: A New Legacy has a Nike and Converse collection releasing alongside the shoe. I mean, alongside the movie. Interestingly enough, like Forever 21 also has in on that merch. Like everybody's in on this merch. I have definitely gone from like 100% hater on the LeBron 18 stuff to interested in it, because Jacques Slade posted a video, and I've seen a couple other people getting beautiful lockers with Xboxes in it. But like, that's all cool. The controller is gorgeous. I want that controller, but I also actually want like the Wile E. Coyote like Roadrunner pair. After seeing Jacques talk about him and break them down and seeing them side by side, I'm like, that's actually a good looking shoe. The 19 still kind of.
Ooh, I love that 19, man. I love that futuristic stuff.
You do? What's your favorite?
Like,
what speaks to you about the 19?
The 19 is just, I love when things take the next step in technology. I feel like with the past, 16, 17, 18 LeBron, they've been pretty similar to a degree. Now we're taking the next jump into just like it looks like we have a whole new like variation of shoe. I like the fast looking shoe. That one actually looks fast. Of course it's LeBron, so it's a big shoe, but this one looks fast. Looks like we have I don't know if it's quote unquote an eclipse plate or whatever it is through the middle of the shoe. Look like it's a decoupled sole this time around. So it looks super dope, super different. And plus the color they're using, which is very similar to a Big Bang colorway, also catches my eye. So there's a lot of factors in that one for that initial, that quick little peek we've seen. Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have that offering from Nike, and then Converse has given you a Chuck 90, a Chuck 70, and a Pro Leather Low. Just clean stuff. They have like a little Roadrunner. Marvin the Martian Toon Squad short from Converse. I'm very interested in. I think that's a good looking short. But just like I went from a complete nope to okay, there's like 2 or 3 shoes in here I actually like, and like the Marvin the Martian 18 low also looks cool. Mm-hmm. I was giving you smack talking about how you can't make the 18 low look good at all.
Like, dang it.
When I first came up, I was like, all right, I will eat my words a little bit, because they're not perfect, but just like enough cartooniness. And I think that's where like Looney Tunes stuff succeeds overall. It's very grounded in reality, but they don't have like a heavily cartoony looking swoosh like a Looney Tune drew it. And I think that's a really strong look. Forget the Air Force One though. That Lola Bunny Air Force One.
No. The one that looks good is that black one, I guess, for the villain. I don't what a Don Cheadle's character is. But it's the all black, like the glow in the dark outsole. That one's pretty sick because it has all like these different it looks laser etched. I don't know if Nike's gonna actually fork out the cash to do laser etching, or is it just like painted on there? But it's very sick. If you see this in there.
The LeBron 8 also.
Yeah, the LeBron 8. You know what? Funny enough, I think I like the Air Force One better than the LeBron 8. I never thought I was utter those words, but the execution on that is a little bit more understated on the Air Force One, whereas there's a lot of. Only thing I don't like about the LeBron 8 is on the tongue, the large Space Jam or Toon Squad branding. I understand it's for the movie, so I'm not knocking that for what it is, but I won't wear it, as opposed to the Air Force One is a little less branded, but a lot more details on it, in my opinion.
Yeah, the Chuck 70 literally says Toon Squad plastered on the side of it. I'm like, that one's a little hard to rock, but the one with Lola Bunny and Daffy Duck just has Lola Bunny and Daffy Duck on it, so I think that's a better look. I mean, we go back and forth almost every episode when it comes to collaborations. Like, did it go too overly cartoony or too far into the source material, or did it play it safe? So it's like, we're the definition of there's no perfect answer and nobody's ever really happy.
Yeah, you like what you like, and it's like you can't like the whole pack. I mean, I guess you could, but there's something for everybody, though, is what I should have said. There's something for the person like, I don't want too much of this, or, oh, this is cool. I really like Looney Tunes. So they really cater to everybody through both the Converse and the Nike brands. But I have to say, to have the combination of the LeBron Toon Squad jersey and like the varsity jacket, I'll take that. I mean, it's way too much money to spend for that, but I like those two offerings.
They're very nice. The Toon Squad shorts are cool too.
Mm-hmm.
So
the whole fit,
pretty good stuff. Well, I think that's where we're going to wrap it up today. If you're watching this on YouTube, again, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the Sneaker History channel. Mike, where can they subscribe to you?
Yeah, you can subscribe to me on YouTube as well at Mike Guillory, or Instagram and Twitter at MadWatcher789.
All right, everybody. I'm Robbie. You can find me at RAHBEE702. But above all, make sure you're following Sneaker History on all platforms. Take it easy, and thanks for tuning in. Peace.
See ya.
Hey everyone, this is Nick again. Before you take off, I wanted to thank you for listening to the Sneaker History podcast. We just launched our new merch, including tees, stickers, keychains, and a bunch of other pieces you can grab to show your support for the podcast. You can purchase it now through our companion site, sittingtreasure.com. You can also get access to more episodes of the podcast by joining our Discord community at patreon.com/sneakerhistory. Plus, we've got a bunch of other fun things going on in the community, including trivia nights, giveaways, access to sneaker raffles from around the world, release announcements, and just in general, good people helping good people get the sneakers they want. Plus, we're not bought by advertisers, investors, or other big money. I'm confident in saying that we are the best sneaker community for people truly passionate about sneakers. We've also teamed up with a few partners to offer our supporters access to exclusive discounts. You can find some of those in the links in the description for this episode, and even more in our Discord. Give us a try, and if you don't enjoy it, you can always cancel the membership at any time. As always, thank you for rocking with us, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Peace. Hey everyone, this is Nick again. Before you take off, do us a solid and head over to Apple Podcasts to leave us a review. Give us a rating on Spotify and Amazon Music, and make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel because we have even more video content coming soon. Speaking of new content, we have an amazing community of sneaker enthusiasts that hang out in our Sneaker History Discord on a daily basis. While sneakers is a connection point that brought us all together, we've all discovered countless shared passions that we have in common with each other. We recently launched a couple of new podcasts directly from our community. One of them is a Formula One podcast. If you're an F1 fan like me, the Exhaust Notes podcast is your weekly fix of Formula One fun. It's hosted by myself, Rohit Malhotra, and Todd Yates. New episodes drop every Tuesday. I've been wearing fitted hats for years and collecting my favorite teams since I was a little leaguer. It has been awesome to see so many new fans getting into fitteds in recent years. Crown and Stitch is our new talk show about fitted hats with Dexter, Keith, and myself, where we talk about fitted hats, snapbacks, throw in some obscure hats because we all kind of like some funky stuff once in a while, don't we? Copping, collecting, and so much more. New episodes drop every Wednesday. Hit the links in the show notes for this episode to give our new shows a listen, and be on the lookout for more new podcasts dropping soon. Last but not least, tell someone you like their kicks today. You never know how far a simple compliment can take you, and we all know how good it feels to have someone show their appreciation. Thank you all for the support, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Peace.